I can recall all the names. They have been so wonderful, and they have been such an incredible influence in my mind and
your personality, the warmth that Hello and a very warm welcome. Hi, you're welcome on Face to Face with Rashi, and a guest on today's show absolutely needs no introduction. Professor Yogeshwar Tewari, a historian, a Rotarian who has been a past president of Rotary Allahabad, a teacher activist. So I have worked and I've done my bit of research. Hope I've done justice to it because it was such a tall biography. And a past president of Allahabad University Teacher Association. And he has someone who's even worst critic would describe him as someone you can love or hate but can never ignore. Someone who is loved by one and all. President, former Federation of Uttar Pradesh Residential Universities Teachers Association. So have been Commonwealth Scholar, National Merit Scholar, and Professor Yogeshwar Tewari, his record of securing 125 marks out of 150 still remains a record till date, and that is unbeaten. So on behalf of all your wonderful viewers, I'll give you a wonderful, wonderful welcome on my show. Thank you for being with Rashi.
Thank you, Rashi.
So how are you doing, sir?
Well, God's grace.
And how is the day?
Kicking around.
Busy day, sir?
Busy, of course.
Okay.
Every day is a busy day.
So, sir, Holi is around and colors in the air. So, how you have decided to celebrate Holi?
Well, now we all grow old.
Oh!
So, but colors do attract you, and color is romance.
Oh, wow.
And you romance with color.
Oh,
and when there are colors in life, you can't imagine of life without any color.
Oh, that's so lovely.
So, therefore, whether you are young or old, whether you play with colors or not, there are colors in your mind.
But to all of us who love you, you're very, very young, sir.
Oh.
Because you're somebody, anybody, even a stranger can gel so comfortably with you.
Thank you.
Because you have got that aura, of making people comfortable and bringing them into your comfortable zone.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you are a social person, we all know. But still, are you a private person as well?
I am, of course. I am. Everybody is.
Everybody
is.
So
there are private moments in your life
when
you just want to be yourself, and you want to watch movies of your choice. You want to read something that you want, and you just want to be yourself.
Yeah. So when hubbub, away from it, busy schedules, when you get your moments of solitude, how you spend?
I pick up a book.
History book?
Pick up a book that I have been wanting to read for a long time.
Okay.
And then my favorite thing is I want to listen to old songs.
Okay.
And those old songs, they carry me back.
Oh, yes.
To the yesteryears when I was young,
Yeah.
when I was a boy as well, and all these things.
Yeah.
Because that's the only luxury I enjoy.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
That's my luxury.
Like diving into the flashback, living that moment one more time.
Because you don't live twice. You only live once.
You live only once. That is something so beautiful. Okay, so my second question is obviously comes after that. So when Professor Tewari, he looks back into his bygone years, the days, the flashback, and as you said, a boy's life, So your schooling, sir, from where you did it? I
did my schooling from St. Joseph's High School here. A very good high school, very good school. And I was indeed very fortunate that I had good teachers, wonderful teachers who shaped my life. And whatever I am today, I think I owe it to my teachers.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
At the school level.
Oh, that is absolutely true.
I cannot forget Father Rigo, who taught me. I cannot forget Mrs. Shehnaz Gandhi, who taught me. I cannot forget till date the first teacher in my class 1, Mrs. McWan.
Oh.
Then I cannot forget Miss Keelan.
Oh.
And I cannot forget all my teachers. I can recall all the names. And they have been so wonderful. And they have left such an indelible imprint on my mind. And
your personality, the warmth that you carry.
It's I think, my family background.
Your family background. All right. So your hobbies as a child?
Well, as a child, I mean, you were like an ordinary child, or like all other children were. You loved playing, and we all played cricket. We all played seven stones. We all played in school
marbles.
Four corners. Four corners is so.
You played marbles also?
Yes, I played marbles also.
You've collected marbles also?
Yes, I've collected marbles as well.
You still have some of them?
No, I don't have any of them now because we were. At home we were very afraid that if our parents caught us with marbles, we would be given a scolding. Because somehow there was an impression in our mind that those children who played marbles, their handwriting got spoiled.
Oh.
So
how true was that? How was your handwriting?
I don't think so. My handwriting is still, it's legible, but not as good as yours.
I don't play marbles.
Not as good as yours.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you are very affectionate.
Yeah.
You're very
Thank you.
So, when you were, when we were talking about your boys' days, your school days, so what kind of child you were? You were naughty, the teachers used to pull your cheek, and...
we were normal children.
You were not naughty?
We were all naughty as well. We were all playful as well. And we did have our pranks as well. So we were like normal children. And we were punished as well. In school as well. We were made to kneel down as well. And at times we were caned as well. So we have gone through that period when the dictum was spare the rod and spoil the child.
Oh my God.
So we had to face the rod.
Okay. And the most loving teacher of your life?
My most loving teacher in my life, I would say, when I was a young boy, then Miss Keelan, Miss Chesty, Mr. Raphael, then as I advanced into my elder classes, then Mrs. Shehnaz Gandhi. She was so very nice, so very kind, so very helpful, so very doting. I will run out of words.
Right,
but,
I can very well understand that.
Wonderful teacher.
So prior to this, you talked about your family ambience and the background, certain sanskars we all carry from family. And I believe when children grow up, they become an index to their parents' introduction, right? So seeing you, we can very well relate how your parents are. So something about your mom and dad.
I would just say my mother, she was a very simple lady. She was not very well read, but I would call her educated.
Absolutely.
Because though she could not help me with my homework, but she made sure that we did complete our homework.
Yes.
And we went to school every day.
And she was very particular about your food.
And she was particular not only about our food, about our clothes. That they had to be neat. They had to be well ironed.
Yeah.
And she made sure that we were well groomed. She was very particular. Sab cheez. She made sure that shoes are polished or not. Socks gande nahi, kal wale to nahi pehne. All these things. And all these things, they reflect in me even today.
Absolutely.
So, and my students, they see me. They ask me, how do you manage and how do you do all this? I tell, I follow my mother.
True.
So what she taught us.
Absolutely.
And that becomes your second habit.
What about
that is what I'm carrying.
Absolutely. And what about your daddy?
My father told me only one thing.
Yeah.
And that has become what you call the mantra of my life. And that is what I'm practicing. And that is what perhaps will explain what you say, the index of my life that my parents have given it to me. My father said one thing: never do unto others what you would never like to be done unto yourself.
Absolutely.
कि वो काम कभी मत करो जो तुमको खुद बुरा लगता है दूसरे के साथ. तो अगर मैं जोर से बोलता हूँ किसी को बुरा लगता है, मुझे बुरा लगता है, तो मैं जानता हूँ कि अगर मैं जोर से बोलता हूँ दूसरे को भी बुरा लगता है. तो ये मैंने अपने जीवन में इसको अपनाया है. और शायद यही वजह है कि what you're saying that everybody thinks that I mix around very well and all that. I think that's the reason.
And you're a wonderful orator. So
I tell you, at the school level, I never missed a chance to debate. I never missed a chance for the essay competition. And I've been a debater from my school days. And I won the first prize, I forgot to tell you, at the Sampurnanand Memorial Debate. which is held at Uttar Pradesh level, and all the schools of the district of Uttar Pradesh, they participate in. It is held annually, and I won the first prize.
Wonderful.
So that is also there.
Absolutely.
So that perhaps explains.
So that's a message to this generation also. Your success doesn't happen overnight.
No.
You don't become a great orator just overnight, that you've done your research and you become a great orator. It all begins very, very young in life. And we all work bit by bit every day, to learn something and
because
to
I must tell you, Rashi, at school level we are taught, never feel shy.
Never feel shy.
I tell my students, never feel shy. कोई नहीं हंसेगा तुम्हारे ऊपर. I invite questions. I tell them, throw questions. Stand up. Ask whatever questions you have. And as many questions you can. And I tell them, never feel shy कि वो अगला क्या सोचेगा कि ये मेरा सवाल कैसा है. हमने कहा, you go on asking questions and then you will mature.
You will.
And that is how we, at times when we also ask questions, at times my teacher said, oh, what a silly question. But then she didn't mean it.
She didn't mean it.
Next time when I ask a question, she always encouraged it. She never dissuaded, oh, you asked silly question. No. Only at times we were told, oh, silly question. But that was not a rebuff. That was a, I would say, encouragement to ask a better question next time.
Better questions next time. Absolutely. So, your English is so fantastic. I must say, you're so articulate.
Thank you.
And you're so great with the words and vocabulary. Then why not English? Why history as a subject?
Oh, I was always fascinated with history because at the school level also, I had history as my subject at the senior Cambridge level. Then I had history at the intermediate level. And I found history to be mother of all subjects. If you want to know about anything, you must know about the history. If you want to study physics, you must know about the history of physics.
Okay.
If you want to know about study literature, history of literature.
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, if you take up history, you take up any subject. And then when you're studying history, you are just not studying about kings or queens, what they did in the past. You are studying the entire scenario that the world was. And if you're studying literature,
So
you study about authors, their childhood, how they grew up.
Right.
And I've been so fascinated by Oscar Wilde.
Oscar
Wilde, I mean, his works, and that quote of Oscar Wilde I carry everywhere.
Absolutely.
That one quote that when he went to New York and the custom officer, he asked him, well, sir, have you anything to declare? He said, no, I have nothing to declare except my genius.
Oh my God!
So I believe that if you are well read, if you are well qualified, you don't have to declare anything. Your genius will speak for you.
Absolutely. So that was so wonderful. So what is that one trait that you believe will never change in your personality no matter what times are? As I've already said, you're very compassionate. So what is that one aspect of your persona that you would never like to compromise with in years to come, ever?
That one thing that I would never like to compromise with, कि जो चीज हमको बुरी लगती है वो दूसरे को भी बुरी लगती है. तो कभी दूसरे के साथ वो मत करो जो तुमको बुरा लगता है.
So you always take care of it.
I take care of
But
it.
sometimes don't you think that you really have to take stand? You cannot.
No. That way.
Pleased.
As far as principles are concerned, I've been uncompromising.
Okay.
And that is why all these things, I've been president, I've been secretary of Uttar, I've been joint secretary, and I've occupied many positions. I've been the director also and the head also, and I've been teacher to so many students in my life. I think perhaps I must have taught over 1 lakh of students in 40 years.
And that takes me to one more question, sir. Your students would definitely like to know, what was that secret of scoring 125 out of 50, which still remains an unbeatable record?
I tell them the only mantra is never beat around the bush.
Okay.
Confine your answers to that 35-minute limit that is given to you, because you only have 3 hours to answer 5 questions, and answer the question that you have been asked. And do not weave a web around that question. Be precise, be focused, And the best thing would be to time your answers and prepare your points before you take the question. So I tell them, when you receive a question paper, I think Rashi, you are doing good service to the students this way, that when you receive a question paper, have your watch, select your questions, whichever one you are wanting to answer, and note down the points of each of the questions that have been asked. Okay. And then thereafter, get down and come 35 minutes. Those points which you have selected, you elaborate, and if 35 minutes is the deadline, you just finish your answer, come what may. Don't exceed the limit, because if you are exceeding the limit, you are eating your time of the next question. So that will.
So time management is something very.
Time management is the best thing, and be focused.
Okay.
Be focused as to that you have only to answer the question and not build a story around it.
Build a story around it. A history professor is telling you that, and I think this answer is going to help students of all the subjects, who have to attempt essay type questions. Sir, you've always been into limelight. Whenever I open channel, many a times, a controversial film happens, so run to Professor Yogeshwar Tewari. Many a times it has happened. I'm not naming the film, of course. Sir, what would be your piece of advice to the directors and the script writers who are very much interested in picking up a historical topic or a subject, sensitive topic of history or of religion? What is your piece of advice to them?
My piece of advice to them is, they are all sensible filmmakers. I respect them, I trust them. But then let them see Hollywood as well. Let them see the British films as well. They have made so many films based on history. And when you make a film based on history, it is so very sensitive. History is very sensitive. You have to respect the sensibilities.
True.
And if you have to respect the sensibilities, if you want to make a film, if you want to make a biopic, आपको पूरी आज़ादी है कि आप माँ पर फिल्म बनाएं, लेकिन पूरी आज़ादी अपनी माँ पर फिल्म बनाने की है, क्योंकि अपनी माँ के बारे में आप जानते हैं. हमारी माँ पे अगर आप बनाना चाहते हैं तो हमसे पूछे ना.
Very well said.
हमसे
very
पूछे.
well said. Very well
Ask
said.
me what my mother was like.
Wonderful.
So,
Wonderful.
if you are making a film on history, there are so many historians.
But they keep saying that this is the creative liberty.
No,
it was the necessity of the plot.
Rashi, will they take that creative liberty with their mother?
No, they will not.
While making a film on mother? Their mother?
True. So, the best answer you have given, sir, and applauses for that. Sir, your journey as a young guy who studies a history subject and becoming the head of the department on his merit, on his qualities, the goodness, remaining uncompromising on your ethics, how this journey had been.
It has been a very loving journey, though very long.
Was it tough as well?
It starts from 1978. When
it was tough or easy?
I would say it's like a journey, any journey. When you're taking up, at times you feel comfortable, at times you're not comfortable. And I think it is a way of God that He keeps on testing you as well. When He gives you a good time, when He gives you a bad time, and then He says, always remember that even the darkest hour is of 60 minutes. So that is what one should remember.
Wonderful.
That one should remember that even the darkest hour is of 60 minutes. So ये भी वक्त है, गुजर जाएगा.
Very beautiful. Oh, I was just lost in your words, sir.
Thank you, Rashi.
Okay, I wish I could talk to you for long. Yeah, your favorite historian.
My
You've
favorite.
read many historians, but whom do you think that really, yes, he was the historian who really did great justice to history? Any one historian.
Then I would call my own teacher, Professor C.B. Tripathi, a great historian.
Oh, yeah.
And there have been other historians as well. I mean, I can name n number of them who are great historians, whether it is Toynbee or whether it is any other historian, because if I take names, others will feel bad that I have not taken their name.
But you have taken the best name, your teacher. Thank you so much, sir. And now it's time for Holy Prank. Are you ready, sir?
Sure.
Truth or dare? I'll give it the dare. Dare. So you have, so it starts your dare, you have to give one word for it, your first love.
Well, I was also a young boy. And as a young boy, naturally, you fall in love.
Huh?
You fall in love and you see somebody, you like somebody. And that fondness is something which you call love. That's that point of time. But then later on you realize it was just one passing crush.
Oh yeah, and it always remains holier than before.
It is very pious, I would say.
Very pious, very holier.
Very pious.
Wonderful, sir. I'm really touched. You took each one of us, I believe, into the flashback.
I mean,
So
and one
beautiful.
loves to go back.
Absolutely.
And loves to go back because it is so sublime.
So sublime.
And those also, I mean, they also, whom we one time were always very keen to see once in a day stand up at the gate of the school and wish they would pass by, and then one flash.
That reminds me, sir, of few lines. I don't know. I'm forgetting the poetess or the poet. There's nothing more holy in this life of ours than the first consciousness of love, the first fluttering of his silken wings, the first rising sound and breath of that wind, which is soon to sweep through our souls. I remember falling in love with you like it was yesterday. Never before had I been so absolutely certain of anything as I wasn't knowing that I would love you forever.
Thank you. That's good. That's wonderful.
So at the moment, currency in your wallet.
Just a moment.
Sure.
Hello. अच्छा ओके ओके गाड़ी गई है ओके yes.
So at the moment, currency in your wallet.
I think something like 1,000 plus.
Okay, 1,000 plus. That's wonderful. One word that best defines Professor Yogeshwar Tewari.
I am what I am.
One word.
Honest.
Honest. Guess the time in your wristwatch without seeing.
I think it should be around 4 o'clock.
Okay. Absolutely near. Hum a line of your favorite song.
Yes. And our favorite song is तीसरी कसम. दुनिया बनाने वाले क्या तेरे मन में समाई.
Hum a line.
दुनिया बनाने वाले क्या तेरे मन में समाई. काहे को दुनिया बनाई.
Wonderful, 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 sir. Wonderful. You took the dare so bravely. So are you ready for the rapid fire?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
I prefer tea.
Tea. Ink pens or ballpoint pens?
I prefer ink pens.
Oh. Lavender or musk?
Musk.
Musk. A good tie or a good wristwatch?
A good tie.
Okay. A smartphone or landline?
I would prefer a smartphone.
A smartphone now. Okay. And a line about face-to-face with Rashi?
Beautiful.
How so sweet of you, sir. Professor Yogeshwar Tewari, sir, thank you so much for giving your such precious and valuable time in terms of experience, the beauty and everything. I mean, I'm speechless, and thank you so very much with us on Face to Face with Rashi. Professor Yogeshwar Tewari, Head of the Department, Medieval and Modern History, University of Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh, India. Bye-bye and take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
You too.